Why is it hard to start to do tasks? I will share some healthy habits with you that are easy to implement, but it will benefit you and change your life for the better. Why is it hard to start a task? Feeling pain and joy is located in the same part of the brain. Once we develop a higher level of dopamine, tasks are become more difficult to complete. Too much dopamine leads to anxiety as well. Dopamine detox is a reset for the brain to deal with difficult or boring tasks. Dopamine fasting will drive the attention to a more fulfilling activity. Staying away from phone, screen, music once a week is a great start to bring balance and break the bad habit.
Or maybe just lovers, 'cause under the covers, baby, you're showing me how to be fearless, so no one can hear us. You're throwing the pillars to the fall. Now put your loving on me. Yeah, loving on me.
Doing housework is a physical work. Lifting, pulling, reaching. Without stretching the muscles, they become short and tight. Stretching will help with the range of motion and prevent you from injury. Stretching for once or twice a day for 5 to 10 minutes is more beneficial than stretching for a longer time, but less frequently. To me, it works like a shot of coffee. It wakes me up and gives me energy. Homemaking is getting done mostly indoors, and that can cause short sight. Screens are also damaging. We have 6 muscles in our eyes that can be exercised.
Thinking of the parts I play for you.
We have lots of rain on the winter, so soon as the sun is out, I step outside for a couple of minutes.
You're on the wrong.
There are 2 very simple exercises that you can do. One is look into a far distance. And the other one is to draw a figure 8 with your eyes. I'm showing it with my hands. I don't do that with my hands. I'm just showing it to you how to do that. Eye exercise will strengthen weak eye muscles and improve circulation. Switching to the non-dominant hand as we clean improves willpower and self-control. One side of the brain is activated when we are using our dominant hand, but both are activated when we use the other one. Most people are aware of how toxic the cleaners can be that you can buy in the store, but what can you do if you want to have something healthier option? I have some recipes up on my website. Check out scandishhome.com and you can recreate this for yourself at home. I'm very looking forward to the springtime when I can go to my garden, but until then I'm just caring for my indoor plants. A bacterium in soil can trigger the release of serotonin, which improves mood and brain function. Serotonin is a natural antidepressant and mood lifter. It also strengthens the immune system as well. A few years ago, I switched from the sponges to this, I think it's something that you use to wash your back. But I cut them into 3 different sections, and it gives the perfect size, and it doesn't hold that many bacteria because it can dry just less than 10 minutes. I really like the size. It's easier to use than the sponges because it's just easier to squeeze out all the water. It foams the soap very nicely. So since I discovered that, I've been using that, and I dish the sponge. Now that is something I had to work on really hard, to sit down and eat slowly, because usually I just like to grab things here and there, but our digestion is just better when we eat in a manner that is more calm and slow. Starting to prepare the dinner a little bit earlier because I'm going to make some Hungarian chicken paprikash, and that needs to be cooked for a very long time. I had some extra chicken thighs, but basically I tried to work with a whole chicken. So the back part is going to be in the soup, and the rest of them will be in the chicken paprikash. And for tomorrow I'm going to saving the other parts, the upper thighs, and I'm going to make something else out of that. And that's me switching to a bigger pot. I always do that. I always think I can fit in there, but nope. I have to grab a few things from the grocery store. Back in the days when I started out implementing healthier habits for us, what to eat, I got really confused and overwhelmed what I supposed to buy, because some people say you should buy something that has only 3 ingredients. So it got very complicated. So these days I try to buy things from the refrigerator and from the produce section. So I know those for sure, those are good, and I'm trying to limit the ones that I buy from the shops. Having some key ingredients in the refrigerator that I can use to create all sorts of meals, but not too much, so that way we eat more fresh food that way.
That would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes.
We have a queen size bed, but our duvet cover is a king size. That way we have a big enough blanket. I always ending up with a bigger pillowcase, and finally I'm getting around that to make it short. am taking a snack break and I have some leftover cranberry juice and some chestnut and some hummus, and with some, I think it's a keto chips, I'm not even sure, but it tastes really good. I think it's a paleo one. I think it's a better kind, and I'm just taking my time and looking at some magazines. The quality of sleeping is very important, so I wanted to create a bedroom that is very easy to maintain, so it's always welcoming to us. So I simplified a lot of things and I bought in natural fabrics like this linen sheet and duvet cover that I fixed now, so it perfectly fits the pillow. I always feel more motivated to get things done when I can try new things to create. It's a fun activity besides the tasks that are repeated on the daily basis. So I created this solid perfume and I will post this on my website how I made that, but it's very easy and simple and it's all natural ingredients and smells amazing. Dinner time is almost here, so I'm going to make some dumplings into the soup. And guys, as I said, my plan for my website is to posting more videos over there. So I'm thinking to add this type of things like how I make these dumplings in more detail, so that way it's easier to follow up for you. So if you go to my website, or you can sign up for my newsletter, you will notified soon as I post this recipe up there and the rest of it as well. We are after dinner, so I'm going to start to prepare the breakfast for tomorrow, so I will have an easier start. As we're taking care of the family, it is very important to set aside some time for ourselves, and it can be something whatever you like. It can be a dancing class, it can be knitting. To me, that is painting. I started to do that when my older one was, I think, 5 years old and my younger one was 2 years old, and once they went to bed, I designated a day when I was just painting, and since then I'm carving out time here and there just to do that hobby. We woke up to a little bit of a snow, and that's a gift for us for Valentine's Day. I noticed that most of the years we get snow on the Valentine's Day. That is usually the last try of the winter to show how cold it can be.
Just say, just all in line. Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me I'm being honest. Tell me, did you know that you would believe in me just like the winter snow? Tell me I'm being honest. Tell me, should I've known that you'd believe in me? So painfully quiet and I try my best to move on, to let me go.
Everybody left from home and I am going to have a second breakfast. What would be a winter without a soup? That's a must. So I'm going to start with that.
Some people say money gets you everything, but it don't make me happy. It's not the reason my heart sings.
I like to get done the bigger part of the chores in the morning because I just feel more energetic in the morning, and also I know I'm going to be busier on the afternoon, so that way I can get ahead of the things. While the floor is drying, I am going to paint, and while my painting is drying, I'm going to mop the floor.
Some people cool, some people try to be.
Making a cup of tea can be a nice routine, and I like to do that, but on busier days, or I just want to be more mindful how much I drink, I just prepare a bigger batch of tea and I add 1.5 tablespoons of chia seed to it. It's a very easy way to consume it, and it is highly nutritious, loaded with antioxidants and omega-3 fat. Also, due to the lots of fibers, it helps to reduce the blood sugar levels as well. The benefits of small habits is that it can be performed with a minimal effort every day. When one little thing accomplished, it may lead to accomplish the next one. Habits can influence health, well-being, and quality of the life. We are living in an area where it rains a lot. How did I know I need humidifier? I had dry skin, irritated sinus, staticky hair, and damage to the wood in the house. And the best place to put this humidifier is the central of the home. But since we are using a wood burning fireplace, that is definitely that dried out the air. Jod bought some flowers for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to prepare a nice dinner for us. The only plant-based food that contains vitamin D is mushroom, and shiitake has the most. It is very beneficial to add to our food, and I never grew mushrooms before, but I'm about to try it out. I am starting the dinner with soaking the bread in some water and then starting the rice as well. Tonight I'm going to make a Hungarian stuffed chicken, and I'm saving the rice water. Rinsing the hair with the rice water can actually add volume to the hair. Also, I can just water the plants with that. It gives them some nutrition. So for the stuffed chicken, I used my thyme infused salt that I made on the summer, and I just rub it very well into the chicken. And once the bread slices are soaked, I'm just going to squeeze out the water, add some eggs, some flour, and lots of parsley to it, preferably fresh ones, but I don't have any fresh parsley, so I'm going to use my dried ones, and that's what I'm going to stuff under the skin of the thighs. I'm going to bake it on 375 Fahrenheit for about an hour or so. Baking some gluten-free bread for the next day. I prefer natural elements in my home. Even for decor, I like to use paper and wood as much as possible, and the reason for that, well, that was a book that I read a long time ago, about 15 years ago, and I will leave the link down below in the description box for you guys, but it's called The Slow Death by the Rubber Duck. When I read that book, I eliminated a bunch of things from my home because I learned how toxic they can be.
I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
There are many benefits to use red lights, and I invested in one back in November, and they are improve wounds, healing scars, reduces wrinkles, helps sun damaged skin, and the best time to use it in the evening and in the morning. It stimulates the melatolin production as well. I had a nasty cold a couple of months ago, and I find that this was very helpful for my sinuses. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and now the bloopers are coming up. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!